Plaintiff Labiba Oglesby met the defendant in high school, and 20 years later, they reconnected on Facebook. Labiba says the defendant expressed an interest in dating her, and then 4 days later, he started asking for money. Labiba insists she never dated the defendant, but she's suing him today for unpaid loans. Defendant Roger Howell says he and Labiba first dated in high school, and when they reconnected, they started a sexual relationship. Roger insists all of the money Labiba is suing for was a gift, and she only started asking him to repay her after he stopped seeing her. He's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you.
Your Honor, I met Roger in high school. We were friends in high school. We were on the same track team together. He was a player back then. He had a girlfriend in every year of high school. Fast forward 20 years.
Player, that's a man can't keep a woman. Go ahead.
They say.
Oh, wow.
Fast forward 20 years later, he played me. He reached out to me through Facebook, May of 2016. I remember it very vividly because it was the same week of my birthday. He told me that he wanted to take me out to dinner. I agreed. We went out on my birthday. While we were out and reconnecting, he told me that he works in the same city as I do. He has 2 jobs. He works right around the corner from me. I'm like, this is great. This is perfect. So, from that point, from May 28th, we started meeting up for lunches every day for the next week. We even went to the movies together. Basically, from that point, a few days later, rather, he had asked for a loan of $300 to pay his rent.
How long after dating him did he ask you for money?
Well, technically, we were not dating. We were just reconnecting. He did express an interest in dating me, but I told him that
How long after expressing an interest in dating you did he ask you for money?
About 4 days later.
What'd you tell him?
I loaned him the money.
All right. Sir, you want to give me some background?
Labiba and I did meet in high school. We ran track together. We were dating in high school, messing around, dating. She knew I had a girlfriend. I knew she had a boyfriend back then. We continued to date each other regardless. At that point, we lost contact for a while. I hadn't seen her over 20 years. So we talked, we reconnected on Facebook. I did see her. She looked like she was real conservative, into her religion, practicing her religion. So I said, I just got out of a bad relationship. I wonder how Labiba's doing, see if I could have a friend I could talk to. So I reached out to her. We ended up making plans to go out and eat. So we hooked up, we made the set date to go out and eat. She came, whole nother person walked into the bar.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is she didn't have on her Islamic garments. She came in with her hair out, singing, dancing, having drinks, ended up twerking at the end of the night.
Okay.
Just
because you thought she was different because she had her...
Well, I always knew she was in the Muslim faith because of her name and me going to school with her, but she hadn't been practicing at certain times.
All right, Christians do the same thing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But like I said, when I reconnected with her on Facebook, not to interrupt you, Your Honor, but when I reconnected with her on Facebook, the first image that you get when you look at the Facebook picture, it's like,
You got Christians who have the cross on the neck. You have the rappers who wear the Jesus piece. And they get out there and don't do anything but cuss and do everything other than practice Christianity. So she's no different than any other religion. Let their hair down from time to time. So try to pass judgment on the woman. And tell me about this money. Did you ask her for money 4 days after seeing her?
That's absolutely ludicrous. What happened was after the night...
Might be ludicrous. Is it true?
It's definitely not the truth.
All right, because I agree. If you did, that's ludicrous.
Well, what she forgot to mention was that within that time of us going out to eat, which was maybe 2 or 3 weeks, we had already had sex then. Okay, so that was before she gave me money. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was a question of what's wrong.
Not really, I don't.
I apologize. Well,
I don't
it was a
understand
question
what you're saying
were you
at all.
okay? Were you okay? Are you okay? She saw a look in my face. I was worried about something. Are you okay?
What were you worried about?
I need this. I was worried about it. I had a few things going on at the time. I
You
told
broke?
her about, no, not that issue, but.
Oh, it didn't have anything to do with money?
In some regard, no. Part of it did, but part of it had to do
You
with
were part broke?
Partially, yeah, at the time. So she asked me what was going on. I told her I was having trouble paying a few things, and she said, well, this is what I do for the people that I care about, so don't worry about it. So I felt like all those were gifts.
She just handed you the money at that time, or how did
She asked me what was going on, and I told her.
Right, how did she convey the money to you? She had it on her?
Well, I guess she went to the ATM or whatever she did to get the money.
Okay, the same day, the next day?
Same day, right there.
All right,
when
same
she
day,
asked me
she
what
said,
was wrong.
hold on. 1 second. Come back 10 minutes. All your problems are gone.
Pretty much.
All right, that's all I want to know. All right, there you go. I like that type of testimony. You
Pretty much.
Judge lay it out and you say, Judge, that's exactly how it went. Ma'am? You say you laid it on him. the money, after he expressed his financial challenges.
Your Honor, Roger never mentioned
He said it was a
that.
gift.
He never mentioned to me that he had any financial challenges. I was trying to help him out. You know, I cared about him. We went to school together. He asked me for a loan that he promised to pay the same week, which was June 10th. So I loaned him the money on June 6th, 2016 of $300. I've loaned him money 6 times, totaling $501, and I actually have.
Give me
the breakdown.
you have some dates indicating the
Yes.
days of the loans. Did you
Yes.
receive loans or
Yes,
monies
I did.
from her
Absolutely.
6 different times
Absolutely.
as gifts?
As gifts. We were either going out eating, whether it had
That's ludicrous.
going downtown, going
But
shopping.
she had to pay.
I paid for her to eat too. But I mean,
How many times?
3. I mean, that's why I'm trying to say here is like, I don't understand it at all now because we are broken up now. Everything that she did was
You say you never
alone.
went together.
Never together.
Well, dating, whatever you were messing
never-
You
around.
say you wasn't dating.
Messing around.
Okay.
Ever since we stopped messing around, now everything is alone.
That doesn't make any sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to you.
What she forgot to mention was that within that time of us going out to eat, which was maybe 2 or 3 weeks, we had already had sex then. Okay, so that was before she gave me money.
Plaintiff Labiba Oglesby says she and the defendant were nothing more than friends. But the defendant insists they were in an intimate relationship. And she's only suing him because he stopped having sex with her.
No, it doesn't make sense that a woman would have to give you monies 6 times. You don't work? Over
Yes, I
the
do.
course of 7 days.
I just feel like, she's probably making that up because, like I said,
Making what up?
Making those loans up because she's come to my
You
house.
say
is what I'm
she's
saying. I mean,
giving them
she's-
to you. You said they were gifts.
Stuff she wanted to pay for. I mean, if she's sitting up there saying that there was a loan or something like
All
that
right,
for dinner.
you
or
say they
something.
were gifts, so let's go with the gifts.
Okay.
Let's go with your story.
Right.
Why, if you're working, do you have to get $500 worth of items from a woman within a 7-day period, and you're a grown man that's working?
Like I said, Your Honor, she says we weren't dating. That's fine. We were messing
You
around.
said you weren't dating.
I said that too. We were messing around, okay? And as soon as that messing around ended up, all those things became
I understand that. I just want to know why you had to do it in the first place. The average man who can provide for himself, which is the definition of manhood, being able to provide for yourself. Can't take care of yourself, then you're less mature than a man because you are relying on someone else. And that's what children do. They rely on their parents or someone to take care of them. Adults rely on themselves. So that's why I'm asking, it's unusual for an adult to have to obtain or receive even $500, and you admit to one of the reasons is because you were broke. I'm sorry, partially broke. And then the others were meals. So that's my point. Any reason?
Like I said, those were gifts. Those are stuff
What's
she
your
felt like
counterclaim? I was just wondering why. I got you.
My counterclaim is for harassment
What did
and a
she do?
threat from a cousin or whoever this guy was.
What did she do, though?
Well, what happened was I was walking from my job to my other job, and this guy.
You have 2 jobs.
Right.
And he got
do.
to swindle a woman out of 500
do.
or receive gifts. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm walking from one job to another job, and some gentleman taps me on my shoulder. And I went to look around. He's kind of smaller than me, a little shorter than me, and he said, "Hey, you owe my cousin some money."
That's funny.
He was shorter than me.
They say
I'm not even tall.
You failed a tap.
Yeah.
And when you looked around, you didn't see nothing. Because he's shorter than you.
So he said, "You owe my cousin some money." I said, "Well, who's your cousin?" Because I've never seen this guy before. And I thought he said Short, but he said, "Well, my name is Sport." And he said, "I don't want to have to show you why they call me Sport. I don't want to have to put the sport on you." So I'm like, "Okay, why are you here? What did she tell you? I owed her some money or something?" "Yeah, she said that y'all was going through something. I don't care about what y'all going on, but what you got going on, just give me the money." The money that she says I owe her, just give him the money. He gonna tell her not to, to let it go. And I said to him, "Well, why would I, in God's great earth, give you the money that I'm supposed to give to her, and you gonna tell her, oh, I got the money that he's supposed to give you, just leave
That's
it alone."
what you told him?
Yeah.
You said the money I'm supposed to give her.
What I'm saying to him is, what I said to him was, does it make any sense for me to give you coming to me and saying I owe your cousin money?
Supposed to give her.
No, what he's saying is just give what I'm saying. I apologize.
What
I
happened?
guess I didn't say it that way, but
Did he swing at you and he missed because he was too short? Because his arms are too short in the box?
I just told him have a nice day, and I kept it moving down the street and went to work.
So what did she do? I didn't hear what you said she did. He said she expressed her concern that she had not received her money from you.
Well, he told me
she learned that from you. You just
me.
expressed that you were partially broke. She put some money in your hand. She expressed to him that she hadn't been repaid by you. She didn't say go get him. You haven't proven that. She just said, this guy Roger owes me $501. Really? Yeah. Ain't no thing, no, ain't no thing. It's all right. No, I go get him now. You don't have to do nothing. Could have went like that. You can't say that she sent him. You said that.
He didn't know anything about it beforehand.
Why? I just gave you the scenario. Just like your scenario of dry begging for the money. Got a problem. I'm partially broke. So, I give you the money, make you whole again. No. Don't read. I work 2 jobs. Don't need it. I just gift it to you. Really? All right. That's how that went?
Pretty much.
You said pretty much. See, all right, there you go.
I don't understand it at all now because we are broken up now. Everything that she did was
You say you never
alone.
went together.
Never together.
Well, dating, whatever you were messing
never-
You
around.
say you wasn't dating.
Messing around.
Okay.
Ever since we stopped messing around, now everything is alone.
Plaintiff Labiba Oglesby says she and the defendant were nothing more than friends, but the defendant insists they were in an intimate relationship, and she's only suing him because he stopped having sex with her.
Do you have any evidence, anyone?
Yes.
Your counterclaim, I'm not going to hold her accountable for this guy the short guy who came and tapped you on the shoulder, and when you turned around, you didn't see anything at first. Okay, well, all I needed to read is the first page. I didn't get my check yet. I'm gonna pay. Chill. Don't tell me to chill, because if I owed you $500 and you didn't pay in a month, you would be asking too. I didn't say anything until the 3rd week. I can't with you no more. I'm tired of people screwing over me. My cousin is on his way right now, and he's gonna bust you upside his head. It doesn't say that last part. It doesn't say that last part, but it does say you didn't get your check and you're gonna pay. And then later it says, I don't have my check yet. Okay, as soon as I do, I will pay you. Judgment for the plaintiff, $501. Your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
I just want to let him know that I still care about you. You know, we were friends, and I just feel like you took advantage of me and used me for whatever your own purpose was. But at the end of the day, like, I don't have any grudges against you.
I just think that it was all out of play. Everything was out of play. I think it was just timing, you know. You said that you didn't want to see me anymore, and then things became crazy after that, so.
Plaintiff Patricia Rugg says she and the defendant were friends for many years, and she often helped him and his girlfriend out. Patricia claims after the defendant's girlfriend falsely accused Patricia of stealing her pain pills, the defendant assaulted Patricia. She's suing for emotional distress and pain and suffering. Defendant Edward Rassler says Patricia is a compulsive liar and a convicted felon who was charged with selling her own medication to an informant. Edward admits that he punched Patricia one time, but insists it was only because he thought she was going to assault him with an iron.
Start with you.
Yes, Your Honor. Ed Rassler and I had been friends for many, many years, and we had always helped each other out. When I needed things done for my lawn and that, he'd help, and if he needed things done or help around the house, I'd help him out. And his girlfriend, when she needed help, I would help him. And she suffers from MS, and she a lot of times needed help with around the house and things. And so I helped out quite a bit there. And I would take her to her doctor's appointments, and Cindy has convinced Ed on numerous occasions of many lies that she had told him. At one point, she had mentioned to Ed that she was many months pregnant and had lost a baby. And he believed her that she lost the child. And then...
How do you know differently?
I was friends with her also, and
She told you no? Why did she say she told him such a lie?
I don't know, blatantly lied to him.
Okay, so you just sat there saying, girl. The average person would say, wow, why would you say that? And she might say, girl, I was just trying to scare him. Or I'm sick of him. I just wanted him to suffer. Or I just wanted to see how he would react. Somebody, they would have told you something. You just say, oh, okay, well, wow, pass the cards, let's keep playing. Sir, were you ever told that?
No, sir. Never was told that at all.
You weren't told she even lied about something?
No, she didn't.
He offered many times to take her to the doctor, and she'd refused.
All right, man.
Okay, I mean, this is how
Let's
she
move
manipulated
on.
him.
So what else was going on with you all's association during this time?
The only thing, Your Honor, is that she has lied to him on numerous occasions. And all I was saying is that we had been friends in the past until she came around. And I hooked the two up, actually, as boyfriend and girlfriend. But she has manipulated him into believing so many lies of hers that she has told. And that's why I'm getting to the point here for my case. I was taking her to her doctor's appointments, and I had stopped in January. I took her to her appointment, and
for
she had
MS. Don't start that
Yes,
baby
for
stuff. For MS.
Yes, for MS.
All
sir.
right, go ahead.
And the doctor had prescribed her 120 pills of Vicodin, 325s, and 120 pills of Tramadol. And that was 240 pills. And in 2 weeks' time, she had taken all those pills. She had told me she was going to blame her brother for taking and stealing them, because in the past he had been known to steal their cigarettes. Well, needless to say, she obviously didn't blame him, because 2 weeks later he came to my home and was accusing me, sir, of stealing his pills. He's come to my door. I couldn't see anybody at my door. I had to get up and look to see who was at my door. He was standing off to the side.
The brother?
No, not the brother, Mr. Rassler. Mr. Rassler had came to my door. I was sitting watching.
About the pills?
She told him that I stole them.
How do you know?
Because he came to my house and beat me up. In 2 weeks' time, she had taken all those pills, She had told me she was going to blame her brother for taking and stealing them. 2 weeks later, Mr. Rassler had came to my door. I was sitting watching.
About the pills.
She told him that I stole them
How do you know?
because he came to my house and beat me up.
Plaintiff Patricia Rugg was friends with the defendant, and she claims after the defendant's girlfriend falsely accused Patricia of stealing her pain pills, the defendant assaulted Patricia.
All right, let's start with your background.
Sir, Patty is a convicted felon for selling her own medication to a confidential informant.
What type of pills does she take or have?
She was taking Xanax, I think is what they're called, were Xanax. She had sold to a confidential informant. She is also a compulsive liar. She
That is not true.
She stole some rings from a girl that was living in my house. She had went to her doctor's office and stole the laptop from the doctor. Took the laptop
That is
right
not
off
true,
out
Your
of the
Honor.
doctor's
Do you
office.
believe she's on
That's
drugs or
totally
something?
Run into,
irrelevant.
excuse me?
Do you believe she's on drugs?
I don't know what she's on.
Okay.
I
Who
really
told
don't.
you all these things?
My girl, she had come with the laptop
No,
to my
I'm
house.
sorry.
To my house.
There you go. There you go. Your girlfriend.
Your girlfriend told you these things, sir?
No, sir.
I thought this is what you were telling me.
That's true.
Patty there, Patricia, had come to my house with the laptop and said, look what I have in front of my girlfriend. My girlfriend had told her to take that laptop back to the doctor's office or we were going to call the doctor and let her know.
How about the ring? Who told you about the stolen ring?
She admitted to us that she had
She
took.
just walked up to you.
Yeah, she was there every day when I come home from work. Every single day.
She had
was there.
something hot, something new.
Yeah, she would.
That's not true, Your
You
Honor.
don't think she was a drug addict? Now finish telling me how he came to you and assaulted you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Came there looking for the pills.
He came there to my home, accused me of stealing 240 pills of his. I did not take no pills from his home, and I did not break and enter into his home. His girlfriend sits at that house 24/7, never moves, never does nothing. She sits there all the time, never leaves. How can you break into a home with somebody there? That is totally impossible to do, first off. And I did not do that.
So what happened when he came there? Obviously, a confrontation occurred. Tell me
He
about
came
it.
to my door and pushed the door open and started accusing me of stealing his pills, wanting them back. And I told him I did not know what he was talking about. He started punching me in my arm, and he's pushing me the whole time and saying, I want my pills, you B. I want my pills, you B. And was punching me and punched me in my head.
Do you think he's a drug addict?
I honestly believe there's a problem somewhere,
Someone
sir.
to do all that.
That's exactly what he
Yeah,
did.
that sounds like he has
And then
a
after he punched
drug
me on
problem.
my forehead, he kept punching me.
Your
and
Honor, I never hit her but one time, and that was it. But
he punched me in my mouth.
that was
and
over her
busted my
having
dentures, sir, and I
she had a
spit out on my tape.
1800s iron.
Hold on, sir.
inner-handed-
What?
After he punched me in my mouth, I spit my dentures out on my table, and he seen blood, and he ran like a baby. And he left my door open, and I went and closed my door so my...
Big tough guy. Come over, hit you, and then sees blood and runs like a baby.
Yes, he did, sir.
No.
What happened, sir?
I come into her house and was accusing her of taking my pills because we were had an MRI on February 27th, and we were gone from 1 o'clock in the afternoon until 8:30 at night. When we come home, there was no forced entry in the house. The house was not ransacked, but all of those pills were gone out of our house.
She has a key?
I have what is called a key safe up in the corner of my door, and she had got the combination out of
From
my
where?
girlfriend's phone.
How do you know all this?
Because she was there every
That is
day
not true,
playing with
Your
her
Honor.
phone.
I
That is a
understand, but how
lie.
do you know she got that combination?
Because she was playing with the phone.
I did. That's a lie,
Playing
Your
with
Honor.
it? What do you mean by playing with it?
She had got locked out because somehow her house key had come up missing off of her keychain. So I told her that it was under house key, and what the combination would be right there under house key. Well, that's how she had got the combination because that's where she knew to go at on the phone. I literally told her where to go to under the phone.
Her?
Yes.
Why?
I wasn't even thinking.
Plaintiff Patricia Rugg was friends with the defendant, and she claims after the defendant's girlfriend falsely accused Patricia of stealing her pain pills, the defendant assaulted Patricia.
Go ahead. So you come over there, you think that she took it because she has the code to the key, and your pills were gone, and you went over there and went crazy.
Well, I confronted her over the pills, and I told her to give her my pills back. She had picked up that iron from the 1800s. You know, the settlers would put on a wood burner to heat up to iron their clothes. Mm-hmm. Well, she had picked that up, and
Why?
because she had that.
Why would she pick it up? Why would she want to hit you?
Because I was being a little mean to her for doing the things that she had done for. I mean, her pills had come up missing. 1 week she was
Obviously,
short.
you were a
2
threat
weeks.
to her if that happened. What was the result of that assault? Tell me about when you hit her. She picks it up.
Prior to her.
Pardon me?
Prior to me, before I would.
Right. She picks it up and then you hit her.
I thought she was going to hit me with it.
Right. All right. And she dropped it?
She never dropped it. I never hit it.
You just say you did.
Yes, I did. I didn't. I pled guilty over it because I wanted to just get it over with.
All right. Well, it's not over. That didn't work. And there's a presumption when anyone pleads guilty that they are. And the result of saying you did something is punishment, or in this case, restitution. And the restitution is clearly for, what do you have there? The pain and suffering she endured. And she's going to show me some pictures of evidence of bruises on her face, on her chin. Looks like you hit her more than once, sir. Your fists aren't that large where you can just hit her with a fist and it goes from her chin all the way up to her cheek, sir. You hit her more than once.
No, I never hit her, but only one time.
And you hit her right in her face.
Yeah, right here in the mouth, right here.
And this is your dentures he damaged. All right.
Your Honor, I think she took that 1800s iron and hit them, broke them irons with that iron.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Sir,
I went to the hospital that
I wasn't going to give her
I
a
had
total
more.
$5,000, but you showed no remorse. You come up
There's medical
with
paperwork.
a statement saying that she intentionally broke those dentures,
Did not.
as opposed to,
Lie, Your Honor.
I know I hit her in the mouth and is likely to have broken her dentures.
Yes, sir. I did. I admitted to it when I did it.
All right, well, don't stop short talking about she broke her own dentures. Judgment for the plaintiff, $5,000. He admits to hitting you in the mouth, and I see the pictures. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you so much. I just want to say that I'm sorry that our friendship had to end, and I'm glad it's over with, and I'm just glad everything's done, and I can put an end to this now and put it all behind me.
I have no extra. I should have kept my mouth shut when I had the chance, and I didn't.
Plaintiff Tiffany Smith met the defendant through her ex, and they decided to become roommates. Tiffany claims after they moved in together, the defendant started throwing parties 7 days a week, which led them to being fined by the Homeowners Association. Tiffany suing her roommate for the fines and the balance due on a loan. Defendant Donciano Calentano says after he moved in with Tiffany, he saw her true colors. Donciano claims Tiffany not only moved his property around without his consent, but he also suspects that she stole from him. Donciano says Tiffany is suing him prematurely.
Start with you.
Well, I met Donciano through my ex-boyfriend, and I noticed in December he was looking for a roommate as well, trying to move, and I was too, so I contacted him, and he seemed like a really diligent, responsible, ducks in a row kind of person, and we moved in together, and after we moved in, just
Moved in when? December of?
We moved in actually at the end of January, like right at the beginning of
16?
February. Yes.
Go ahead.
After moving in, things changed instantly. He throws parties like not just on Friday and Saturday, but Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, etc.
How long after moving in together did he start that?
People were, it was slow and gradual. At first, people were coming over, just a lot of people, and I didn't really say anything, and it started getting out of hand. Almost immediately, as soon as we were done unpacking, basically.
And you all stayed together until when?
We still live together.
Plaintiff Tiffany Smith is suing her roommate, who claims Tiffany not only moved his property around without his consent, but he also suspects that she stole from him.
Let me hear from you. You give me some background.
First of all, Your Honor, she is right. I did not know her very well as far as moving in together. She is an ex of one of my best friends, one of my close friends for about 5-6 years. And I ended up moving in with her. And little did we know, as soon as I moved in with her, our true colors just came out, Your Honor. She moved my things around. My only piece of furniture went missing. My bike went missing, just all kinds of things.
She moved your things around.
I'll move my things out of the cabinet.
But you only had one and it was missing.
I only had one chair.
So what things did she
Yeah.
move around? You said she moved my things around.
She moved my food out of the cabinets. She moved things off her
Food out of
tables.
the mutual cabinet.
Yeah, out of mutual cabinets, Your Honor. Where
did
I had
she
my
move your canned food to, or what?
She just moved that. She moved it out and she put it on the
Moved
counter.
it out to where?
Just on the counter, yeah. And then she replaced it with like a jar of coffee,
Okay.
like
And you all
little
ate
things.
separately, obviously. You owned your own food.
Well, we have our own food, our own cabinet
stored
space.
in the same. Okay.
No, we have our
stored
own
in
cabinet
different
space.
cabinet space.
Yes. So I
When
don't
you
know why
mentioned it to
my
her, what
things
would
were
she
moved.
say?
She said that she wanted to make room for our newer roommate to move her things. And I told her, I said, like, that should be contested between me and the other roommate. Like, I was here first. My name's on the lease.
Okay. What
Like,
other
well,
arguments did you all have?
I mean, my bike went missing. She tried to say like, that's your responsibility. Oh,
What
did
do
you
you
close
think
the gate?
she had to do with it?
Because we had an argument the night before, Your Honor. And then the next morning, my bike was just missing.
So
and
you think she stole
I approached
it?
her about it. I don't know. I think so. I think she gave it to
When
one
you
of her
asked her,
friends.
what did she say? It
She's
was
like,
your
I don't. She was like
responsibility?
really shocked. Like, I don't know. What bike are you talking
Were
about?
you all there overnight?
Yes, we were, Your Honor.
Okay, so you think perhaps while you all were both there, she snuck down in the middle of the night and did something
Well, it was
with
in the
your
morning.
bike?
It was in the
Pardon?
morning. It was in the morning when it
Okay.
happened. Yeah.
How do
'cause
you
we-
know?
Because we got in an argument the night before, and the next morning she was outside like guarding or something. So, and I woke up and I like
And you
looked
saw
out the
your
window.
bike then?
Yeah, my bike was there when she was there.
When
and
she
then
was
I went back to
gardening, it
bed.
was there.
Yeah, I went back to bed and she was doing her gardening thing, whatever, and I was like, okay. When I woke up and went downstairs to just get breakfast or whatever, I casually just looked out the window and my bike wasn't there. So
Was she still there?
she was still there. She was in her room. And then when she came downstairs, I approached her. I'm like, hey, did you see my bike? Did you put it outside? Because
And she said it was your responsibility.
She said it was my
Did
responsibility.
you accuse
I
her
leave
as
the
you
gate?
are today?
I didn't accuse her, no.
You're just
I
doing it
asked
today
her-
because she's suing you?
No, I just asked her.
Is that
what
when you
happened to
got
my
mad
bike.
about your canned food being moved?
No, this was
about your
before.
bike being stolen, about
No,
your
no.
couch missing? When did he first mention these things to you?
Your Honor, the bike, I remember one morning I came down early, took care of my dog, took her outside, and I noticed that the gate was wide open. And I didn't think twice about his bike because like,
All right,
I
so
don't-
you
I
didn't
don't-
see the bike when
No,
you
I
woke
didn't
up
see
to
it,
go
though.
gardening.
Right.
All right, good enough. And when he approached you about it, what
No,
did you tell him?
I told him that I noticed the gate was open and somebody probably came in, opened the gate, and took his bike. We live.
All right, and then what did he say? He let it go?
Yeah, he let it go then,
All right,
but then
good
we
enough.
got.
What
into an
about the
argument.
couch? Did you steal or sell that?
No, I did not steal it. I put it back in the dumpster where it came from. It was in the dumpster outside our house before. Then it came in. It was dirty. It was filthy. I threw it back out.
Without his permission?
Yes.
Without a discussion?
I did discuss it with him. I asked him to, and he refused. And then I started seeing roaches.
So he refused.
So I threw it out.
No, you can't throw his things out. But he's not suing for
Right.
that. So he didn't mind. I guess he knew roaches needed to go also. Tell me about the loan you're suing him for.
When we moved into the place, he could not afford to pay his portion of the deposit, so I told him that I would pay the entire deposit under the condition that he would pay me back $400 a month for 4 months, in total $1,600. At the first month in February, he paid me $100, and I asked him about the rest of the money. He gives me the runaround, and he's looking for a new job. Excuse. I didn't really pressure him. At the end of March, he gave me another $300, and I have not seen another dime since. Not towards utilities, not towards deposit, not towards anything.
All right.
Instead,
and the last time you mentioned it to him, what did he say?
I spoke through him a lot through text because we weren't really speaking.
And what did he say?
Last time was May 16th. He says, I told you about my job situation and income. I barely made rent, and you think I have $400 to give you every month. I'm broke. I start my new job tomorrow. Why are you so impatient? I'm broke. So
he
good luck,
didn't deny owing you?
No.
Plaintiff Tiffany Smith is suing her roommate, who claims Tiffany not only moved his property around without his consent, but he also suspects that she stole from him.
And what was the homeowners association fine?
Well, that has a lot to do with what's been going on inside the house. He's not been the respectful person that I thought he was. He's throwing all the parties. I have the neighbors banging on the door.
What type of fines did you all incur for throwing the parties?
I've been fined for loud noise, music, suspicious people loitering, cigarette butts, parking, wherever they please.
Can I take a look at it?
The neighbor stole that bike.
For real?
I believe so. Sir, did you owe her money for the deposit and fail to pay?
Your Honor, I do owe her the money. I never told her that I was not going to pay her any money. What we talked about at first, before we signed the lease, that I could pay the money throughout the year. That's what she told me.
What has that throughout the year
I told her I would pay
equal?
her increments of $100 a month. So as far as up to now, it's been $100 per month. So I gave her 1 month $100.
Was that an agreement?
No, Your Honor, it was not. And
All
he
right. Do
hasn't
you have
even paid
anything?
that.
She has text messages. Do you
Yes,
have any
I
text
have-
messages reflective of $100 a month?
Yes, give me one
Where
second.
when she was asking for her money, you said, remember, $100 a month. Let's see it.
Your Honor, it's not there.
All right, we'll see. It was your decision to pay for the deposit. You offered it, not me. You talked me into moving in here, and you would take care of the first month's rent and the deposit, and everything is documented. So I'll be just fine if you end up in court with your silly A. I'm not as dumb as you think. You can kick someone out for not having a deposit when it's already paid if you want to. I want to see something where it says $100 a month, or you're allowed to pay monthly.
Well, when
we know you owe. You've admitted to that. Your only defense is she hasn't given
let's
you
see
the
here.
time you all agreed to.
That's fine. Let's see here.
If you don't have it, I'm going to grant her judgment.
Well, we only have these text messages because we got in an argument and we weren't talking for months.
You told me you had text that said $100 a month.
Oh, for the $100?
Yes.
I do not have text messages
Judgment
about
for the
that.
plaintiff. He agrees he owes, so I'll grant you judgment. Have a good day.
I'm gonna begin the eviction process and move on with my life.
And first of all, Tiffany, we never agreed to $400 a month. You just sprang that on me out of nowhere. We agreed that I can pay as much as possible in increments of $100 per month until it's paid off.
$100 per month.
And
you
it
would
has
not
been.
Pay me
It's been paid $400.
$1,600
You're
in a
crazy.
year. There's only
You're
12
crazy.
months in a year.
You're crazy, Tiffany.
It's
And you can
simple
start the
math.
eviction process, but you're not the owner, so you can't evict me.